Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And we are at WIP Wednesday, and I wanted to show you that I did get, this is the squares from May and June. All right, so we've got the squares from May to June. This one is done. I made like 6 different blankets for the holiday. They were holiday blankets, so I could switch them out on my chairs. And so that one is done. Looks pretty cool. And the next one that I will be working on is July and August. So we had these July ones, the flag, the heart flag, and the flag that we did. So the one more, where's the other one? Right here. And USA, a USA one. So those 3. And then August we had we had the rose, and we had a trio of flowers, I think I called that. And I think that's that Forget Me Not. Yep, that's that Forget Me Not. And then we had, I forget what that was called. Anyway, we had that one too. So that'll be my next project for WIP project, to get these sewed together or crocheted together into a blanket like this. And I'm excited. I actually got this done. It didn't take me long at all. I think it only took me about 3 to 4 hours to crochet it and put a border around it, just to crochet it together. It didn't take, well, maybe it was 2 to 3 hours. Anyway, so also we have been working on our St. Patrick's Day squares. And this one was the shamrock. And we used this for last week. I was telling you about these yarns, the mint tea, and the other one for the blanket, for the calendar blanket. And so I just did this. I got it upside down. I used it as a silhouette. So this, I think I showed this to you in one of my other videos, but I thought this was so interesting. It came out perfect. Same size, everything, right? Same size. And all I did was take this was that striped yarn. I took that striped yarn and just did it as a silhouette instead of this. I made a silhouette out of it. And I love doing this stuff like this because, I don't know, it's just, I guess, old-fashioned looking. I guess, I don't know. But I really love this. So I'm doing that for that blanket. And then we had the 4-leaf clover. And then I took another, now this is a variegated, which is that tea thing I showed you that I did with it. That is so cool. And so these are like 30 by 30. So it's 30 stitches by 30 rows. And this is 31 stitches by 31 rows. But it's still, maybe it might be a little bit off, but it will be easy to sew those together. It'll be all right. Anyway, then I decided I was going to make a pot holder or a hot pad. And then as I was making it, I forgot to get my cotton yarn out and started making it with acrylic. But when you do this last week, no, actually, that's going to be coming up this Friday, actually. So you'll see it. I did a happy, I keep putting these upside down, Happy St. Patty's Day. Now, this is a 30 by 30, like these ones. Same thing, right? But look how it came out. It came out as, and I don't know why that's coming out as a rectangle and not a perfect square. And these are coming out as perfect square. And I measured these. These are coming out as 9.5 by 9.5. But this is like a 9.5 by 12 inches. And I don't understand. I don't know if it's because of the words or the stitching. But this is... the stitching is the exact same thing. I did the, I'm still trying to figure this out. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Why is that coming out longer? I think it's 1 inch longer, actually. No, it's 2. Well, let's find out exactly what this is. This is 12 inches. I thought it was 12. And this is 10 inches. Well, about 10.5. So it's 1.5 inches, okay? Longer. Why? I have no idea. Because I did the exact same stitches. We did the purls for the outside, and on the lettering, I did the knit stitch. And I did the knit stitch for the picture, right? So why is the words coming out? You know, I don't know. I don't understand it. But I'm learning things just because this is the year I decided that I was going to do nothing but Tunisian crochet, right? And so I'm kind of learning from this. Well, this is the first one that we did on Sunday, okay? I decided that the words might be better instead of knit stitch to do it in simple stitch. The words doing in simple stitch. Now the background is still done as a purl crochet, or yeah, the purl. But I did the words as a simple stitch, right? Okay, so this is 12 inches long, right? I think this is 13 inches long. This is 13 inches long. So I'm like, well, unless I do a different way of sewing together the squares, which I could do that mattress stitch. I think they call it the mattress stitch, to sew them together. I could easily do that because this is 1.5 inches off, so it would be kind of hard to do it. You know, it's too much. This is, so I decided that I was going to make this a door decoration, and I'm going to crochet in the back here so I could put the dowel on it. And then I can hang it up as a door decoration. So there'll be like a dowel here. And then I can hang this up like a door decoration. And then I had ordered online yesterday some buttons that were 4-leaf clovers or shamrocks. I think they're shamrocks. And I'm going to decorate this. So buttons, the shamrock buttons all around it. and thought this would be a really neat door decoration. So instead of, now if you did this, do this as knit stitch, it is, what did I say this was, 13 inches? It's a whole nother inch off. Did I say this was 13? Let me see. Yeah, 13 inches. So it's a whole nother inch because this is 12 inches. I can't get over the difference just because I changed a stitch. I changed from the knit stitch to a simple stitch. Why it come out as that, I have no idea. Because all my pictures are coming out perfect squares, as you could see. And it's the exact same thing, 30 by 30. You know, exact same thing, the exact same stitches and everything. I don't know. It's so weird. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to bring it to you guys' attention because I just thought that was interesting. And I thought that I might try to sew this into the blanket, but if I use that mattress stitch. But we'll see, because I can always make this a door hanger as well and decorate it with the buttons, but I could still also decorate it with the buttons in the blanket as well. So I just thought that would be a really neat. I found, I was looking online and I found all these buttons that were wooden buttons, but they were all green and all different shapes. When I get those, I'm going to show those to you guys. I thought those were the sweetest little buttons. And then, you know, even if you found beads that were shamrocks or 4-leaf clovers, you can hot glue them on there. You know, so I just thought that was interesting in how I come up with that. But, you know, you just never know. I started out, but yeah, you could still do this as a hot pad. You know, just make sure that you make the backing match this however you want your backing. But I thought what I thought about doing, if this was the same size as this, I was going to use this as a backing to this, you know, but it's not, and you can't do that because it won't go together right because there's too much of it just won't work. Anyway, I'll tell you. So I just kind of wanted to go over that with you today. But I think that's all that I got today. We're going to work on that other WIP, and I will see you 2 weeks for this to be sewn together, and I will show it off then. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.